Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daytona Playoff Race, the Cutoff Race review. My initial thoughts instantly were it was pretty good for what we can have with this package. I'm still not a fan of what this package provides. Package still has a long way to go. Let's just say that I know the short track package needs a lot of work, but this package also needs a lot of work as well. But for what we can have, it was pretty good. Early on in the race, the SHR cars looked very fast, and they were very fast throughout the race. Briscoe led the most laps today, but that was mostly because of the fuel mileage shenanigans that this package creates, which is a little bizarre to say the least. But it was actually this race was actually relatively clean. Nothing too crazy happened, and then there was two very crazy moments. But yeah, stage one was very calm, surprisingly. But there was some teamwork shenanigans. SHR dominated the first half of the stage, and then the Toyotas got together and they moved up their way through the field. But Truex won stage one. And that pretty much ended the regular season battle there. And then Hamlin really laid the coffin his hopes. He ended his hopes when he got that penalty. And he got stuck a lap down for the rest of the race, actually. That's with how the race played out. Because there was only 3 cautions this race. Stage 1, Stage 2 / the big one, and then the Ryan Preece incident. Start of stage 2, the field was 3 wide the entire way through. And we saw this at Talladega, and looking at everything, and especially how the race played out, it's only because people are saving gas. That's just what it is. It was cool to see 3 wide, but when you look at it, stage 3 kind of showed like everyone was just saving gas when they were riding around the wall, training. Everyone was saving gas. Chase Briscoe, the leader, was half throttle in the turns. This entire package is about making your pit stop as short as possible, because that's really the only way to get track position with how it is. It's really unfortunate that this is what it's coming down to, but it was cool to see 3 wide. But I can see through the illusion of how it's actually happening, and it's really unfortunate that the only way you get 3 wide is when people are saving gas. The end of stage 2 had the big one. Huge crash. It was like 16 cars, but critically, everyone seems to be okay. I hope Blaney's okay. That was a massive hit. But Bell was trying to push Gibbs, and Gibbs got loose and spun down into Blaney, and they both went into the wall, and then chaos behind them pretty much. And then stage 3, everyone started training against the wall, and they was just saving gas. Then the pit stops happened, and then everyone got clumped up again. And then the big incident of the race really was the Brian Preece incident. Eric Jones gave Preece a bump, spun him, and massive crash. I mean, I've never seen a car flip like that. That was honestly unreal. I can't believe like a car went that high, flipped that many times. He tweeted this morning, so I'm recording this the morning after, actually during the F1 red flag, just because I got time to do it, right? But he tweeted this morning, so he seems to be relatively okay. So that's good. That was terrifying. I was scared. Me and my friends, everyone watching the race, we were all terrified, to say the least. I'd never seen a car like flip that high, right? And it's violent and wild. That was. I'm sure NASCAR is definitely going to be looking into that after everything settles down. But playoff grid did not change because Chris Buescher won the RFK duo at the end there. Kind of feel bad for Harvick, because like you're in a lose-lose situation. If you take the top, the RFK cars go to the bottom, and the same thing probably happens. So it is what it is for Harvick. Yeah, it was just Buescher. It wasn't stupid at the end. I can say that at least. That green light checker, I was like, this is gonna go full stupid. So Yeah, Chris Buescher wins his 3rd race in 5 weeks. So those guys have really turned it around, and RFK is in full force. Brad Keselowski finished 2nd, Almirola 3rd, Chase Elliott 4th, will not be in the playoffs, to the dismay of all his fans. It is what it is. And I'm gonna be honest, if Chase Elliott even did make the playoffs, I wouldn't expect him to do much. Like, let's be honest, has he really been impressive in any way? Not really. Like, the speed's just not there. And like, yeah, he gets good finishes, but he's not running well. He's not getting stage points. He's not. He wouldn't get. I'd almost have him out in the round of 16 just because it's so. He looks so pedestrian. Is the best way. It's just he exists. Type of deal. Logano 5th. Bowman 6th, also out of the playoffs. I think everyone could say if yeah, 2 Hendrick cars wouldn't have made the playoffs this year. That would have been pretty crazy. Kyle Busch got 7th, Byron 8th, Harvick 9th, and Corey LaJoie with the top 10 there to round it out, and Ty Dillon 11th. But yeah, I'm still not a big proponent of this package. The same problems keep appearing. It can be 2x2, and the only way you see 3 wide is when the bottom 2 lanes are saving gas. So that's why you've also only seen the 3 wide situations early in the runs, because you'll never see it once they're good on field because they'll always be full throttle, right? So that's that. Playoff grid is set. Happy for Bubba Wallace. I'm sure there are fans, NASCAR fans, quotation marks, seething because of Bubba being in the playoffs, but it is what it is, man. Like, that's just how it's gonna go. So I'm happy for him. I will do a playoff predictions video and maybe also react to my horrible predictions. So yeah, so that's that. Not much else to talk about. It was a good race for what we can have, but I know the package can be so much better. So I hope NASCAR does look into it. I know they're looking hard into the short track package. Spoiler alert, you just add more horsepower. But it is what it is. Hopefully everyone's okay after those crashes. There were some nasty hits with Blaney and Priest. If you liked my thoughts and I don't know, like to hear me ramble about NASCAR, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys not next week because I'm actually going to the Southern 500 and probably won't have time to do a review. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.